My name is Viwe Tafeni and I'm a social worker at Triangle Project. My pronouns are they and them, so not a man, not a woman, human being. Right, so I'm here to tell you about Triangle Project, but I think I will do that through introducing you to somebody. This is a fictional person, obviously, but it's based on the work that we do as Triangle Project, and so hopefully I can cover the different programs that we have. Right, so let's imagine there's a person, her name is Kosi. Kosi is born somewhere in the rural Western Cape and moves to Cape Town. She is, let's say, mid-20s, so 24, 25. She is a transgender woman. She is black. She has a substance use problem, and she doesn't have a home in Cape Town. This is her first day in Cape Town. This person, Kosi, is living on the streets, right? So being on the street, being transgender, unhoused, and has a substance use issue. She meets some friends and she becomes a sex worker. That is the person that Triangle Project aims to reach. Because that person is the person who is the most marginalized, right? Because no home, is a sex worker, one of the most risky jobs that you can find. Is also unhoused, so access to healthcare, access to security, social security. Where this person meets Triangle Project is perhaps through our clinic, which is under our Health and Social Support Service program. So they may come in for an HIV test. They may come in for nutrition support. All of this is free for Kosi. It is all free. It is confidential. It is gender and sexual orientation affirming. It is trauma informed. And it is based through various African feminist approaches. So that means we know the context in which Kosi comes from. Now, through the clinic, Kosi might be referred to me for counseling. Perhaps there is a history of abuse, physical abuse, gender-based violence, or Kosi wants to be sober and stay off the drugs that she's perhaps using. So again, confidential, affirming, non-discriminatory. Kosi doesn't pay a cent. So these are two services that often will cost a lot if you go into private healthcare. Counseling generally is about 700 to 1,500 for a session, and that's just a basic session, not a specialist or anything like that. Kosi will come in for weekly sessions, and perhaps she finds that, where she's staying, under the bridge, in observatory, maybe there's harassment from security. And so she makes me aware, and from the Health and Support Service, I refer her to our research and advocacy program, as well as our community engagement and empowerment program. These two programs basically will be there to support Kosi in building a movement of other sex workers, other unhoused people, other transgender women perhaps, to fight for their existence, whether that is remaining living where they are or seeking housing or shelter. There might be a court case, so our community engagement and empowerment programs colleagues will come in and help. mobilize communities, mobilize people to come together and support this group of people. Research and advocacy team is there to produce knowledge, to produce the scientific knowledge that will help with regards to funding from government. So you can see that through this journey, this story that I've told you, Triangle Project is doing really, really much needed work. But we don't do this without the challenges of funding. And so, you know, as much as we can give ourselves a pat on the back and say we've done this, there's still so much more. There's still so much more that we can do. And I think as much as I'm introducing the work that Triangle Project does, I also want to invite you, whether it's Collinson, whether it's Kylo, whether it's you individually, to contribute in making our world more affirming, safer, as well as livable, you know, for people like Kosi, people like me. Thank you so much.